Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It is my 4-week update on my GLP-1 trizepatide using Fridays, and I just wanted to tell you guys what has been going on in these past 4 weeks. I am happy to announce that I am officially 146.6 pounds. So I've almost reached 10 pounds loss, which is kind of crazy to even think about because it's only been 4 weeks. It's just kind of zoomed by, and I feel a lot better. I look a lot better already. And I have a 6-month subscription, so we have a lot of progress to make. But let's talk about it. Let's talk about diet. So for these first 4 weeks, I didn't really change a lot about my diet in terms of what I'm eating. In the morning, I usually have my protein coffee, which has been a change. I usually have like a coffee in the morning, but now I've started adding Premier Protein to that instead of almond milk or milk to my morning lattes. So that has changed. And then I'll do like a fruit. So I love the little cutie oranges. I'll have 2 of those in the morning with my protein coffee. If I don't have that in the morning, I'll at least have my protein coffee. And on the weekends, I'll do a little bacon. So I had a little bacon this morning. For lunch, I'll usually have chicken, which could be like a chicken fillet or chicken wings or hot links. There's some hot links that I get from Costco that are so good. I usually just have like a link, usually without bread, because in my opinion, the links that I get, they don't need any bread. They're good on their own. So I'll have that sometimes. And then for dinner, it's usually more chicken. I eat a lot of chicken. So the diet hasn't changed a lot. Of course, I'll do sides as well. And I'll do smoothies at night. Sometimes, not all the time, because sometimes I just don't want more food or more anything going into my body, because this stuff takes away your appetite, so it doesn't feel like it's necessary. However, if you want the nutrients, of course you're gonna have to eat. You're gonna force yourself to eat. Now, at the beginning of my 4 weeks, my hunger was completely gone, so I was really forcing myself to eat. Now, towards the end of that 4 weeks, I started to be hungry again. Now, on Thursday, that's when I take my shot. And the funny thing is, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, I would be the hungriest. And then Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, that's when my appetite would go away again, which is really weird because you would think it would work the most right after you take the shot. But for me, it was the opposite. Weird. Now, in terms of exercise, I try to incorporate stretching and weights twice a day. I'll do stretching twice a day, and I'll usually just do my weights at night. 30 minutes each time, so a total of an hour of just moving my body. I want to increase that, not like increase the amount of time that I'm working out, but increase how much I'm working out. So right now I'm just doing stretching and I'm doing weights, but I want to incorporate a lot more cardio into that as well. It's good for you, but I need to go to the gym. And with my work schedule, I am not going to the gym. I need to start though, so I'm gonna have to try to incorporate that in some way. Stay tuned. But honestly, after 4 weeks, there hasn't been much changes rather than the changes that I'm making on the scale. And as far as my measurements go, as of this morning, hold on, I just took it down. Okay, so at the start of my journey, my stomach was 36, my right thigh was 24, my upper arm was 13, and my calf was 16, and these are all in inches. And today is October 11th, and my current measurements are stomach 34, right thigh 23 and a half, upper arm 12 and a half, and my calf is 15 and a half. So I've lost 2 inches off my stomach and a half inch on everything else. And this is with barely any diet changes and minimal exercise. So yay! So that's really good news in my opinion. Now, I ordered my second dosage. And so the second dosage, you're just taking a lot more of that medication in your body. So for your first 4 weeks, you're going to start off with 12 units. Now, that I've upped my dosage. I'm taking 25 units of my GLP-1 trizepatide. And I was really scared because when you're looking at how much like the difference is between 12 and 25, it's a lot. I brought my syringe to my mom and I was like, is this really how much I'm supposed to be taking? Because she started her higher dosage a week prior to mine. And she's like, yeah. I'm like, wow, that's a lot. But I mean, the process is still the same. You're still injecting it into the points that we talked about last time. And yeah, you kind of go from there. Now, today is Saturday. I took my first higher dosage on Thursday. How do I feel? I feel extremely similar to how I felt when I first started taking my GLP-1. So I do have a slight headache. I'm a little nauseous and I'm constipated. But I think that's just what your body's going to do as it's getting used to the medication. So more medication, you're getting those symptoms again. Now, is it totally horrible? No, it's not totally horrible. It's just slightly annoying. But I'm popping my Tylenol. I am drinking my electrolytes and I'm pushing forward. This next 4 weeks with my higher dosage, I'm definitely going to make an effort in the diet and the exercise department. Like I said before, I'm going to add more cardio and I'm just going to focus on adding more whole foods to my diet and we'll see how that goes. So I also wanted to add that ordering your next level dose from Fridays is super easy. So all I did was go on their website. They also have an app, but I went on their website and I just requested my next dosage using that. So if this is something that you're open to doing, like upping your dosage, you do have to wait 16 days from the date of your first use of Fridays and of the medication to order again. So when I first ordered mine, I was 14 days out. I was 2 weeks out. And so I had to wait an additional 2 days to order it again. But they made this super easy. So when I initially ordered it online, I just filled out a questionnaire. I told them the symptoms that I was having, which was me just being hungry again. And I updated them on like my weight and all of that. And then they emailed me the next day. They emailed me saying that they couldn't fulfill the order because of that 16-day wait period. But all I had to do was just email them again after that 16 days was up and let them know that I still wanted the higher dosage of medication. So it was really easy. I just replied to the email that they sent me, and I swear, in 3 days, my next dose was there. It was so quick and so easy. So I was really grateful for that because I thought I was going to have to schedule a video call, which is what my mom had to do. She had to actually talk to someone, and I'm not sure why she had to, but she did. I didn't have to talk to anyone. I just filled out the questionnaire and replied to an email. Also, if you'd like to join Fridays, if you'd like to try Fridays out, look down in the description. There's a code down there for $60 off of your order. Now, this is after a certain amount of time, so it's not going to automatically apply. It'll be $60 off your second order. So if you do these 6 months as I'm doing, you won't get $60 off of that order. You'll get $60 off your next round. So if you do it for a year, the next 6 months will be $60 off, which is a pretty good deal if you plan on being on GLP-1 for a longer amount of time. First, I didn't think I'd be on it for more than 6 months. However, the benefits that you get outside of just the weight loss has been pretty good. So I'm thinking that I may do another 6 months, if not a continual thing. We'll see how it goes. It may not be needed, but as of now, I'm thinking 6 months is not long enough, baby. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching again, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.